Hello everyone, and in this video we are going to discuss a mind-blowing game played in the Queen's Gambit variation with the white pieces. And this game has been played in the 6th round of the 44th FIDE Chess Olympiad 2022 in Chennai, India. And this game is between Gukesh versus Gabriel Sargissian. And currently Gukesh is on fire. He won all the 5 games playing on the board number 1 from India too. So it's like mind-blowing result, I would say. Like I think except Gukesh, I think none of the players have done it. So mind-blowing result. In the 6th round, Gukesh is facing Gabriel Sargissian, a very strong grandmaster, having the rating of around 27, close to 2700 rating. And yeah, Gukesh is on fire currently. Now he has become India number 3, surpassing with it. With it is becoming sad. Like he was number 2, number 3, and now number 4. Sad life, but today's game is going to be mind-blowing. You're going to love it. So now let's jump into the game. So Gukesh, playing with the white pieces, starts out the game with 1d4. And after 1d4, Sargissian replies with d5, c4 e6, knight f3, knight to f6. And here we have knight to c3. And there are thousands of players, there are lakhs, crores of players who play the Queen's Gambit. The same variation, the same setup. And here you always, mostly, you face bishop to b4. You either face bishop e7 or you either face bishop b4, which is also known as the Ragozin defense. Very popular. And after bishop b4, white generally continues with bishop to g5. But Gukesh decides to play queen to a4 check, becoming very trending move, very strong move, I would say, giving a check and also hitting the bishop. And black is forced to develop the knight, protecting the bishop and also stopping the check. And the point here is, it looks like why white is developing the queen right from the start. It should be like, first you need to develop the minor pieces and you should go for this. But after queen a4 check, you can notice after playing knight to c6, black usually plays c6 or c5 in this current variation. But as the knight is on c6, black can no longer play c6 or c5. If he wants to execute that move, now first need to move the knight, which is going to take a very long time. So after knight c6, this is a very strategic plan by white. White plays e3. Keeping the bishop to c1, it looks like the bishop is bad, but I think bishop is going to do a good job on d2, covering all the dark squares. So after e3, we have short castle by black, bishop d2, developing the bishop, and here we have d into c5, d into c4. Many players in this position go for developing the bishop, but guys, after playing bishop e2, you are simply giving black extra move, like after d into c4, now you have to go for capturing the pawn. So basically you wasted a move. That is the reason Gukesh first played bishop d2, and on the next move I think he could have played rook c1, a3, and then he could have finally went for playing bishop e2, stuff like that. Or I think even c5 looks a good move. So after playing bishop to d2, dc4, bishop into c4. So all the black players who played this bishop to b4 variation, and whenever they face this queen f4 check variation, which is very irritating from the black side. I've played this position from the black side many times. It's very irritating. So after bishop into c4, you can just look at Gabriel's idea, black's idea. Black went back with the bishop to d6. And this is a good idea. It looks like why bishop is going back. But the idea here is, after queen c2, black is going to execute the move e5, a very strong move. And actually in this, after playing bishop g6, you can already sense it that stopping e5 is an impossible task. So why did white play queen c2? Can't be castle a fine move? Yes, castle can be a fine move, but the reason queen c2 was played was, like after e5 we have takes knight, bishop to e2. Here you can see after queen c2, as the queen is on c2, the bishop on c8 cannot be developed on f5 because the queen is covering the f5 square. If the queen would have been on a4 and after castle, pawn push, the bishop is having the square on f5. That is the reason queen c2 is much better. After e5, now actually after takes, you can already sense it that black is completely fine. He has moved the knight and black is healthy. After knight into pawn, white went back with the bishop. Definitely capturing the knight is also absolutely fine, and after bishop into, you can go for playing a long castle, which looks an interesting move, and you can continue the game. But I think this position is also comfortable for black as well, because bishop e6, rook d8, and I think black is having no problem at all. So Gukesh decides to play bishop e2, and after knight takes, he captured with the g pawn. Most natural move is to capture with the bishop, doing a short castle, I don't know, even long castle, and it looks like a normal position. But after g into f3, the war have already begun. White idea is very clear. White wants to do a long castle. He can't do a short castle anymore because the king structure is already held. So white have to do a long castle. And the idea here is white wants to play f4. And you can just see it. Yeah, it's over. The queens are open, the pawns are coming in, the bishops are open. It's very deadly for black. So after g into f3, till I'm suspecting, I'm guessing that after g into f3 on the move number 12, from here, after black played a6, Gukesh's preparation with the white pieces ends here. Because after a6, he spent around 3.5 minutes and he played the move. Sorry, after a long castle, he spent 3.5 minutes and played long castle, b5 by black. As black knew that after g into f3, he's going to do a long castle. That is the reason he played a6, followed by b5, rook g1. White is going for all in. He wants to attack on the king. Now, all those who are thinking bishop into h2 is the free pawn, guys, rook h1. You have to go back, rook g1, and these two rooks are monsters. It's over for black. That is the reason b4 was played by black. Very tempting move. And after b4, here Gukesh spent around 10 minutes to find the move knight e4. And after knight e4, white idea is very clear. White wants to capture the knight bishop, because after capturing the bishop, first of all, black had lost the bishop pair, and after knight into bishop, black would no longer be having a dark square's control. So for example, if black pushes the pawn, for example, knight takes, pawn takes, e4 is a strong move. Putting the bishop to e3, taking control of all the dark squares. Perhaps bishop to h6 can be a good move. I don't know. It's a very healthy position for black. For white, like the d6 pawn is also weak. That is the reason black decides to capture the knight. F into e4, a good move. White idea is to play f4 followed by e5, hitting the bishop. Queen e7, f4, and here black went for a5. I would not say that this was a good move. The best move would have been playing f6. And after f6, you are basically stopping e5. But after a5, you simply allowed e5. And I think this can be a very dangerous move from the black side. Bishop to c5. White played rook to g5. I don't know, perhaps the idea is to play e6. Trying to hit the bishop, stuff like that. After rook g5, all those who are thinking like h6, it's a very tempting move. Like you are hitting the rook, but that is the strategy of white. After h6, white is going to play rook g3, provoking h6, and on the next move, rook g1, hitting this pawn. This pawn can't be no longer defended. I think it's already over for black. That's the reason. Sometimes you need to provoke your opponent to play moves like that. After rook g5, we have bishop a6, trying to develop the bishop, rook g1. You can't capture the bishop because of rook check and it's mate. You can mate the black even with this. It's still mate. That's the reason black played g6, stopping the mate, and here bishop into, rook into, f5. And after f5, it looks over. It looks over, like white is attacking. White is having double rooks. White is having the pawn on f5. Even knight e6 can come in the future. h4, h5. The queen is open. Where's black? What is the rook doing on a6? Perhaps this can be a good defender, but I don't think so. It's going to work. So after f5, we have bishop to a7. Already a blunder. Bishop a7 is the blunder. The engine says rook c6 is the best, followed by the idea is to play queen e8, defending the rook and then moving the bishop, putting some pressure on the queen and the king. Still, the line is so complicated. After king b1, queen e8, queen e4, and practically I think it's over. There is no play from the black side. Like, white looks so good in this position compared to the black pieces. Engine says it's fine. I don't get it. The queen d7. What's the idea? Although you are hitting the bishop, but I don't see a concrete idea. White idea is to there are many ideas from the white side. Perhaps e6. I don't know. It's such a crazy position. Definitely hard to play. Bishop a7 easily going wrong. e6. e6 by Gukesh. Engine is saying it's a bad move. I don't get it. Engine says king b1 is the best move, and then playing e6 can be much helpful. e6 is the bad move. It equalizes the position. Engine says to play it. In the game, we have king h8. Engine says that black should have captured the pawn, and now it's going to be a crazy line. Prepared for it. Takes. You push the pawn. Definitely you won't take. It's over after queen takes. So that is the reason you push. Rook h5. Hitting this pawn, rook f2. Putting some pressure like this. Rook into pawn, queen f6. Crazy move. I don't know. I don't think so that black can find this crazy variation. After queen f6, queen into f7, queen into c7, allowing this move. If I'm playing with the black pieces and I'm calculating, after queen into c7, I'm going to stop my calculation. I'm like, the game is over. Rook f1 check, takes, it's a draw. It's a repetition. You can't do a thing. It's going to be a draw. You can't go like you can't go here. It's going to be winning for black after queen d5 check. Like the king comes, rook c6 check, and you lose the queen. Even if you try to do something like this, queen f1 check, trying to bring the bishop, it's still losing after queen to f3 check. Like you move the king. Like let's check here. You have bishop into e3 check, and you lose the rook. I don't think you should lose the rook. Like it's queen d1 mate. It's stuff like that. Bishop d2. Rook c6 check is coming. You still lose the queen. Stuff like that. Very complicated position. Very crazy position. It could have been a draw. But finding such a complicated idea, I don't think it's possible even for a extreme strong grandmaster. King h8. Actually it looks very logical. Very human move. You are moving the king from the g5. King b1, g into f5. Because after king b1, it's all safe for white. White is already preparing to capture the pawn. Followed by this, it's over. That is the reason black captured. And here there are many players who thinks queen f5. Sorry. Queen f5 is the most natural move played in the game. But guys, after rook into e6, it's black who is slightly better. After gf5. Here's my first question. Can you find the mind-blowing move Gukesh executed in the game? It's a top-class move. You're going to love it. So feel free to pause the video and try to find the move played by Gukesh. Okay, so all those who have found this tremendous move, I would congratulate them. I would say they are genius in finding tactics, mating patterns like that. Bishop b4. Boom. Bishop b4. Bishop c3 is coming in, threatening a mate. Queen c3 is even stronger. Hitting the queen and the rook. You have to capture it. Queen g2. g8. Mate is hanging. Mate is hanging over there. Like if you capture with the pawn, queen g2, and saying after queen to e8, it's fine. You are defending this. Bro, after e7, you lose everything. I think the best is to play rook h5. Rook h5. It's mate. If you try to play something like this, Rook h7. Mate. It's mate. It's game over. You can't do a thing. After queen takes, which happened in the game, queen g2, threatening a mate. The only chance black had was to give a check, trade the queen. So currently, black is a piece up. Queen trade. It looks like white attack is over. e7. Black defense is over now. Move the rook. Rook g8 check. Fantastic move. Traded the rooks. Made a queen. And now it's still hard. Like white is having, or black is having a queen against rook and the bishop. Couple of moves were played, but it's extremely winning now. I don't see a way that black can continue the game, and soon after capturing lots of pawn, after queen b4 check on the move number 41, after playing queen b4 check, black playing with Gabriel Sargissian decides to resign the game. The reason is quite simple. If you try to go over here, check, and you lose the rook. If you go over here, you lose again the rook. It's over. That's the reason. After queen b4 check, Gabriel Sargissian resigned the game, and Gukesh 6 on 6. 6 on 6. Playing on the first board, reaching the rating chart 2719. 2719 rating. Fabulous, I would say. Currently, he's 2684. But now, after completion of the 6th round, he's 2719, which is extremely powerful. I don't have words for him. Yeah, it's such a mind-blowing game. He's just going up. He's just going up. But sadly, I would say on the first board he won the game. Second board, Nihal drew the game, but in third and the fourth board, Adhiban and Ronak Sadhwani lost their game. So good news for Armenian players. They won the game, and now after completion of the 6 rounds, they are the sole leader. So yeah, India has a setback, but yeah, definitely many rounds are pending. Like there are total 11 rounds, 5 rounds are still pending. The winner has a long way to decide. So guys, if you like this game, I think it was a fantastic game, fabulous game played by Gukesh. So yeah, so guys, first of all, sorry for not uploading videos for past 3 to 4 days because my exams were happening. But finally it's over, and I'm going to come up with these interesting videos like this. So we finally crossed 5,000 subscribers, which is a big deal for me, which is absolutely big deal. Reaching 5,000 subscribers is awesome. So guys, with great subscribers comes great responsibility. I'm going to try my best trying to upload every single day a new video for you to help you to improve your chess skills. That's what every chess player wants. Every player wants to improve their chess skills. So guys, let's set a target to reach 6,000 subscribers in the end of this month. In the end of the month of August 2022. Currently on my currently in India, it's 4th August 2022. Let's complete 6,000 subscribers in the end of this month. It's going to be tough, but we are going to do it. I'm going to do it, and yeah, with the help of you, with the help of yours, we are going to successfully reach 6,000 subscribers till the end of this month. So guys, I'm going to see you soon. I'm going to come up with these interesting content like this. So till then, stay tuned and keep watching One Shot Chess.